So welcome to this new episode of MatNum for August 2024, where I will talk about computational photography with my apps. So basically, here are the first photos. The two first photos are a toothbrush that I used to clean up some lenses. It's an old toothbrush. I liked those two different treatments of the same picture. I thought they were graphically interesting. Again, for those who don't know, I code my own apps and algorithms, and so most of the photos here will be using Camare, but there's also Vika, Darkcam, and Digital Paula as apps that are compatible with my system for exchanging algorithms and presets. On the right, that's on the way to the airport of Keflavik, a sunrise with those beautiful colors. I thought the treatment was interesting. And then, flying. I used to fly, I still fly a little bit, we used to fly a lot, but this picture on the extreme left, that's Mont Blanc at the horizon, this snowy mountain, which is the tallest of the Alps. A little bit on front of it, there's some kind of triangular mountain, which is the Mole, and actually there's a small white thing in the middle at the edge, at the end of the lake. That's Geneva with the Geneva fountain. We can actually see the airport from Geneva. This is a white horizontal line. And up front, those mountains with no snow are actually the Jura mountains. It's August, so it's obviously warm. And you can see the ski slopes for when winter comes, where people do actually do some pretty good skiing. In the middle, that's simply a dam on the Rhone River that's down from the Geneva Lake. And on the right, I thought it was funny. It was my neighbor. During the flight, she was admiring all the landscapes from the airplane window. A pretty square window because that's a Boeing 757, really nice plane to fly in. Anyways, here are the QR codes if you want to enjoy using the same presets. This month of August, for those who have seen the video, the serial playlist, the serial video for August, I did this road trip going from Switzerland up to Denmark, taking the ferries through the Faroe Islands to Iceland, and then Iceland from east to west. And that was in Germany. I thought the graphic aspect of those two unmarked signs on the freeway were interesting. With this treatment, even more. Kind of like that photo. Otherwise, those two pictures on the left, that's two different treatments of the same scene taken from the road. I kind of like road trips also to get some kinds of photo like this. Very different rendering. The black and white kind of gives it an aged look, while the other one was this sort of duplicated image, this sort of dual aspect of it. I thought was interesting. Or on the right, that's on the freeway in Germany, that's central Germany. You have all those small resting areas. They have a very weird ambiance, which I actually like. But I thought the picture was interesting with this treatment. In central Germany, during this road trip, I actually stopped a few times. So on the left, that's one of those forests in central Germany on the way up towards Denmark. And two details with two really different treatments of the hotel I was staying in that night. As you can see, with this sort of folded paper algorithm, and the other one was this sort of mapping of the color patterns. I was expecting to do more series with the same algorithms last month. I haven't advanced enough in terms of code to make my apps work correctly, so I'm still in the random mode thing. But here, the QR codes, if you're interested in having fun with the same presets I've used in the previous photos. And then going up, continuing on the road trip, going to Denmark, central Denmark, with those beautiful fields. It's a pretty flat country, not completely flat. There's some small mountains, but beautiful skies. Summertime is great in Denmark. And middle and right, that's a lake where I did another stop, and two really different treatments on this during this trip, and I really like that place. Again, same place. It's some kind of hotel / camping, and this place was actually surrounded by a really important music festival, and you really had to it was not accessible if you didn't have tickets for the, actually even if you had tickets but for the festival, or except if you had actually reserved a place. So it was kind of funny. It was kind of in a private zone in the middle of nowhere in Denmark, and beautiful evening, beautiful stay there. Here again, 2 pictures, same place. One with the booty filter on the left, which makes it kind of abstract, or simply this treatment of the image with less colors, with a diminished palette that makes it look like an old color treatment photo. Here are the QR codes for those who want to have fun with similar images. Here, a dual photo on the left with me a little bit too close to the lens and the sun in my face, and this beautiful sunset. I was enjoying really the really nice evening on the border of that lake. And on the right, that's using a treatment a little bit that's increasing the warmth and the contrast of everything. Same place, a few details. On the left, there were obviously many tents that left, tents that had stayed for a while, and so you had those patterns in the grass, which I found kind of interesting. Or otherwise, that's in the morning, upright, the same lake. If you want to see other pictures from in a more traditional way, you can go see the serial for August 2024, where I have more traditional pictures taken of the place. And below, that's the place, actually, this hotel / camping. Great place, highly recommended. Again, here on the left, that's a view from inside the room in the morning. It was really nice. Nobody was there. It was kind of having the place to myself. Or middle and right, that's near the sea in Denmark, northwest of Denmark, getting closer to the place where we will get the ferry to go to the Faroe Islands. Here are the QR codes, such as you can enjoy the same treatments if you want to. Those cows, beautiful place for those cows on the border of the sea, so they can graze this really good looking, I mean for them, not for me, grass. It's probably not as luxurious as the grass from more southern parts like Germany, France, or the Alps, but they seem to enjoy it in a really beautiful weather and beautiful place. Again, that's central Denmark, those fields. It's actually the same picture treated differently with the experimental editor of Camare, just to gain an idea of how the treatment really makes a difference in what your images say. Here are the beaches of Denmark. I highly recommend them. When the weather's good, the temperature is actually fantastic. The water's colder than being south of France or Italy or Spain, but you have the beach. There's not so many people. It's really super nice to have space and to enjoy, and it's kind of, you don't sweat too much. It's pretty cool. Here are the QR codes again if you want to use those presets. The picture on the left and center, same place. Looking back from the beach, you had all those summer houses. I thought it was interesting. Really nice ambiance. And I will definitely go back to Denmark in the summertime for the beaches. And right, that's Hirtshals, the town of Hirtshals, where the ferries leave for Norway, Sweden, but more importantly in this trip, the Faroe Island and Iceland. Sunset, I thought was pretty. And the photo worked pretty well with some lens flare from this. This is an iPhone 12 Pro Max, and that was with a tele lens. And again, that's from the port just before the departure of the ferry. You have those huge windmills that generate electricity, and I thought that the stylizing of the filters in that case was really nice on this image. Far left, taken from the ferry actually. And 2 images of the sea that awaited us for 2.5 days of trip. Here are the QR codes. So this month I've divided the MatNum to make it a little bit less boring after a while. I think 20 minutes was a little too long. So in 2 weeks we'll have the second part, and you'll have other QR codes for your apps if you like that. So don't hesitate to comment, make suggestions, and ask a question if you need, and catch you next time.